I don't know why it's saying it's waiting for me. I'm here. Where are you? Okay. Come on. Okay, there. Would you go off? Thank you. Let's see how we do. Interesting. I've been off and on more than I have been in a long time in 5 minutes. Okay. We're going, right? Okay, we're going. So we're going to do this before. What's crazy happens. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. So, Oh, you know, chat to the other side. Okay, Sierra, so you know, your question is, okay, let me move the chat to the other side so I can see if they're not. There, it's better. So, okay, he's asked, I was wondering if he's posing my goals in, to what my goals. There's a lot of spirits around you, Sierra, and they all want you to know that they're looking out for you. They see the struggle, and they also see the good that's coming. So, to answer your question specifically, yes. However, it is not as bad as you think it is, yet you can just keep making plans. Keep on with the planning. Be very methodical, specific, and ask for what you want all the time. So I don't know what this is. I feel it like a business venture. So they want you to go ahead on with it. You're going to be just fine. It doesn't matter what anybody else does or doesn't do. You are going to be just fine. Okay? So don't let that get to you, hold you down, anything else like that. That's why they're there. They're there to support you and love you and help you get on with your goals in life, okay? In specific, there is a E name. It looks like a short name, like uh, ED, but it's spelled EDE. I don't know what language that would be, but all I see is, excuse me, a very short name. And she appears to, well, she's very pale, whoever this spirit is. She's wearing a green sweater. I thought it was my grandmother at first, but my grandmother could pass for white, but this lady is ghostly white, pasty white. And she's showing me her beautiful long silver hair. So whoever the one that you know of that had long silver hair before she went home, that one. But she's showing me a very short name, EDE, something like that. Okay. So yes, and continue with your work. Don't let that stop you. You don't gasp. You don't blink. You don't do anything. You just keep going with your plans. It's going to be great. Whatever you do is going to be great. Okay. Hang in there. And Maureen, did you have a question? What is soon to you? I don't remember what I told you before, but I'm seeing snow. So I'm thinking they told you around snow before. Snow to me is December, somewhere around there. I don't see any calendars turning, so it's this year. So that's soon to me, you know. You just keep doing what you're doing, and they're going to step right in place where and when they're supposed to be there. But not if you're not loving yourself, saying no to things you don't want to do. That I mean, things that really bother you. Not just don't say good morning just because, you know, or something like that. But things that you really don't want to do. You don't like spiders, so you're not going to babysit somebody's, pet tarantula or something. Um, Other than that, it looks like you've been eating better. There's no huge bowls of salad in front of you. Now there's just little side salad bowls in front of you. So they want you to continue eating good, okay? And don't forget to stop and be good to you. There was something you wanted. I see that it's not a gift like in the red box that I normally see. I see a little gold box this time. And they're setting it in front of you, and you're like, oh, well, I'll wait till after I have dinner to open it. Open the thing up, girl, please. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? You know? So open the box. Enjoy it. Stop being shy all the time. Shy ain't gonna get you nothing. Shy ain't gonna get you free gifts. uh, Still lots and lots of people here, but there's three men in particular, like two uncles and a grandfather, it feels like, and they're just watching over you, watching over their baby girl, trying to get her heart's desire. One of them is looking at their gold, what do you call it? Pocket watch. And I don't know what that's about, but you must have asked a different question before this one. He's looking at his pocket watch and it's got some engraving in it, but I can't read it. I can't read what it says. Sorry. But for some reason, he's looking at his clock and he's looking at you over his spectacles and he looks at his clock and he looks at you. So I don't know what you're supposed to be doing, but whatever it is, just hold your breath and jump. Just do it and get it over with. So other than that, you feel really good. You feel really good. Wow. I mean, you almost feel like baby powder good. Baby powder to me in the spirit world is like the best of the best. So kudos to you, my dear. Kudos to you. Okay, so I love you, and I'm going to keep it pushing before this thing shuts down on me again. I don't want to have to restart this all over. So thank you, and I love you. Ahmed, I don't see that happening. So in this case, what they would really like for you to do is to focus on yourself. Because we can't fix other people. We can't fix our parents. We can't fix whatever the situation is that they're really mad about, but taking it out on you. We can't fix that. So let me give you a really weird example. I was never close to my father. Of course, he spit me out. I mean, this is him except in female form, of course. And I vowed when he was dying with whatever he had, I don't remember. I don't want to remember that I'm not going to be like that. So I would call him every Sunday. Hi, Dad, or Mac. Excuse me. He didn't want to be called Dad. He wanted to be called Mac. Okay, I'll call you whatever you want to be called. So I'd say hello because it pissed me off, and I didn't want to call him Mac either. Call and see if I'm dead yet. Yep. Well, I ain't dead yet. Okay, talk to you next Sunday. Bye. because I know when they go home, I don't want to have that on my conscience. Now, my mother is a different story. I could not talk to her the rest of her life, and we'd be cool. Uh, but with my father, it was a challenge. And yet now I feel so good because I chose to love him no matter what. So that's an option. There's always options, there's always free will. And yet you cannot make me change. So why not just love me through it and you keep on with your life? Maybe this is all you were supposed to have. Maybe you're only here to teach the other person about loving themselves so they could love everyone and everything in their environment. You see what I mean? So, yeah, please just know it's always greater later. It's always greater later, okay? So, right around the time that it gets really bad for that person, they're going to want to come around and they're going to feel like, oh, well, it's too late now. So, you just be loving and supporting. That's it. That's all you can do is be loving and supporting, okay? And stop stressing. It's not up to you for me to be 130 pounds. I mean, you can't make an elephant weigh 130 pounds. So you work on yourself and your stuff and love you for the journey you chose to take already. Okay? Thank you, my dear. I love you. Okay, I'm trying to go fast so everybody can get their answer. And, before this does anything crazy again. Okay, Tita? No. There is a girl. No, sorry, there's three girls that don't really like you. But as far as your question, no, she's not even, whoever you're thinking of is not even intelligent enough to do what you're thinking of. No offense. They just aren't. They just don't know any better. They just like all humans, gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, so that uncle is here again. I think he came to you before. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. It feels like he came to you before because he just popped right in there. He's standing right next to you. He's got on a black sweater with something over here on this side. What's that? Left side. It's not a pocket. It looks like a little diamond. In the old days, they had the sweaters with the diamond on it, or sometimes it had like three diamonds, one below each other. It's a sweater like that, like I Love Lucy would wear. I mean, like Ricky from I Love Lucy would wear. Kind of like that time and style. Okay, and he wants you to know that as long as you keep your energy up and in high vibration, they can't touch you. Okay, they cannot touch you. So just know you're gonna be all right. Everything's always gonna be all right. Okay. There's a whole bunch of other people here for you, honey, but I can't. I'm gonna have to ask them what the message is and get back to you because I have other people waiting that have already asked for their readings. So I have to shut this down as soon as I tell you guys whatever they want me to tell you. But just please know this: all all those little feelings you've been feeling, the good ones. That's Thea and Theo and great grandma and grandma. One of your grandmas is on the other side, and they're just loving on you. They're just loving on you. Just I promise you, forget that of the mess. Where the mind goes, the behind follows. Okay, so just know, just have absolute faith in your great grandma. Como dices, abuelita, grande abuelita. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Because, honey, let me tell you, she's powerful. Okay, this. I wish you could see what I see. So this your great grandmother was the lady that all the other brujeria would go to for advice. Okay, so in my head, you gotta understand, I'm seeing it like in Bonanza time because it would have been about that time, if not earlier than that, right? Yeah. So yeah, about that time. I'm right. I'm right. It's about that time. So it's funny. I see her in that little cabin, in the usual little cabin shack thing that we see on TV, right? And all of the other brujeria, they're standing at the door, and they're like waiting for her to come out to like give the lesson for the day, and it's just she's just so powerful. So don't even think that other thought. Excuse me. You just focus on grandma, great grandma. Oh, she said there's even a great grandma here. Oh, that's something new for me. She want to be talking, but that other great grandma, I don't know what language that is. It's not Spanish. It could be Aztec. I don't know, but it's not Spanish. I don't know what that is, but I know it's your great grandmother because she's wearing a gold crown. I have never seen that before. Never. Wow. Yeah. So call on grandmother, great grandmother, great grandmother, and sit down with them. I know you're busy. I know life is happening. I know stuff is going on. And yet, I also know if you just take 2 minutes to sit on the pot and keep your booty still, and you just talk to them and say, remove this now, please, thank you. Here's a little offering. It's so funny for your offering on your family altar, you heard me say on your family altar, right? Yeah, make one. I mean, it looks like you have one now, but she wants hers big and pretty. So whatever pretty is to great grandma, I don't know, but I try to figure it out quick, fast, and in a hurry. Okay. So what I see you leaving is, you remember communion? No, catechism. That's when you go to school to become a Catholic, right? Those little tiny coins. I don't know how you get them. I guess the priest gives them to you. I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing on her altar as a thank you gift. Those little tiny coins, and they came in a little tiny chest, treasure chest thing. Um, I don't know. I know you know what I mean. And she wants her altar very elaborate. She wants these little gold pieces, and she wants you to put her picture in a gold uh, frame. You know how sometimes you go to, I don't know, my friends that always had that type of really thick gold frame stuff were Panamanians, or sometimes Azteca. A lot of the Chicanos and Mexicans didn't have that too much in their house, but other, Spanish speaking nationalities did. Okay, so that's what she wants. She wants this gold, but really thick. I mean, the frame is just this big, but the outside of the frame is like this big, all the way around in nice, thick, bright yellow gold. And there's a little tiny flower vase, something akin to this, that she wants you to put one red daisy in it. I don't know. I just tell you what I see. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. She's got the crosses and the Marys and the Josephs and, Saint Expedite and all this other stuff that she wants on her altar. That's just an altar for great great grandma. She wants her own altar, okay? So when you do that, you need to do it knowing, excuse me, that there is nothing to fear. You could face the devil and go, and he would disappear. I'm serious. I'm serious. That woman has got some power. Okay. Um, Anything else? Okay, so the worm is here. You know the worm is a legal guy, and though you're not really making a great appearance today, why is that? Oh, he says that it's nothing really urgent. He just wanted to make an appearance to remind you to sign things with an open heart. Sign things very carefully with deep thought, not anger and angst and I don't want you to have this. No, not that. It's just like paying your bills. You happily pay your bills because you can pay your bills. So pay your bills happily. If somebody wants to borrow some money within a reasonable amount, give it to them. If it's not a reasonable amount, like somebody wants $50,000, yeah, get a contract. $5, just take it, keep it. And when it comes back, of course, it's going to be tenfold. Okay, so the worm guy wants you to know that everything's going to go well. It's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get every single little thing that you're asking for in that, whatever court situation. So shut up and be grateful. It's not going to be nearly as bad as other people's, what situation, okay? So, oh my God, I see a judge. Wow. I never saw a judge before. I mean, the courtroom is just your life. Well, at least you got a fine judge. He looks kind of sort of like a Ricardo Montalban. Okay, so what's the deal with the judge? What's up with that? Why we got a judge sitting on one of them high pedestal judge seat bench things? Oh, he's so funny. But you are too funny. Don't be arguing with me. She can't even hear what you're saying, okay? Come on. He want to be arguing with me, y'all. Uh, he says she thinks that she has to have someone help her make the decision. So that's why the judge is here this time. And that's why I've never seen a judge before. That's not a put down. We all want help. That's why, with skin comes shit. And with shit comes wanting a crutch or something to lean on. Okay? So you got grandma, great grandma, great great grandma. That's all you need, honey. That is all you need. Hey, find that great great grandma's name and call on it. Just all you had to do, dink, just a little dink, just a thought, just a little dink, grandma. Okay, everything's calm. The seas can part peacefully, and you can walk all the way through to the other side with just yourself. Okay. Oh my goodness, that woman is power. Okay, man. It's like this. She walked down the street and people turn their head because they don't even want to look at her the wrong way. You feel me? Who's Esmeralda? Is Esmeralda her? Now I know Esmeralda is. I'm not talking about this Esmeralda, and I don't know why I named her that. Spirits just give me names and stuff, but it's not this one. It's either her or one of her sisters. Okay, think that was one of her middle names. It looks like she has six names. No offense. A lot of us who understand the Latin cultures know that you have the your name, a middle name, the father's name, the mother's name, uncle's name, cousin's name. And I have a feeling that was one of her names. Okay. And if not, if you do your research, and if not, then that's another spirit that's trying to come to you to help you stay sitting down. Because it seems like sometimes you have a temper, okay, which doesn't always serve us well, especially when we're trying to get something. Okay, so I don't know what the court deal thing is, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're not gonna get every single little thing that you ask for, but you're gonna get 95. Oh, excuse me, they said 98% of it. So, don't complain. Just say thank you and keep it pushing, okay? Um, and if there's anything else, I'll let you know, my dear. So, I got that done in 33 minutes. Let me see if I forgot any questions. And Roberta, you're supposed to ask your question, if that is one. Work, career. Is is that a question? Before 10 o'clock. And just like everything else in life, there's a reason for everything. Um, okay, so honey, that's T. That's kind of a deep. I'll answer that later. Okay, I'll answer that later. Like probably in about 2 hours when everything is more settled down, and I'll uh, I'll message you. The thing that they want us again to always know is they're just right here. My baby crossed over, my daughter, my father, my lover, my best friend, grandma, uncle. It really is, believe it or not, a good rejoicing time. You're welcome, honey. And I say it like that because our skin wants us to hang on to everything. Our skin makes us mourn at the graduation. It's not death. There's no such thing as death. And for those of you who are, well, anyway, uh, I'll put it to you this way: whatever your best day was in your whole life, if it was your wedding, if it was the birth of your whatever kids, if it was, you getting partnership at the law firm, whatever your best day was, imagine that times a million. And I say that in regards to going home. Now, just imagine you don't have this, you don't have, this anymore. There's no more this, there's no more disease, there's no more being blind or deaf or, autistic or fat. I don't have a problem being fat, so I don't have a problem saying that word, okay? If you have a problem hearing that word, then keep scrolling. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have a problem saying it. Imagine that there's none of that. There's no hunger. There's no longing for things. They're just there, a thought, which is how it could be here and now. But the thought of something, it is taken care of. You know, they want us to remember that it is a joyous time to go home, remembering all the work that they, eventually we, accomplished by having skin, by having the choice to go through this life in skin. It ain't easy. Spirit knows that. God, source, whatever you want to call the thing bigger than you, knows that. They're not stupid. They see you crying in your car because you don't have no place to live. They see you, in that right moment in your mind, right before you decide to shoot up, and you're like, maybe I should. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should just go get something to eat and talk to somebody. You know, they know. They know. You know they know. Otherwise, you wouldn't have given it a second thought to even ask any type of question. Okay? So next time, just know that they're there. Know that they hear you, even if you can't hear them like I hear them and see them how I see them, or see them however they wish to be seen. You know what I mean? So, Mama said it's going to be as bad as you make it. And she's right. What am I sitting here worried for if I'm going to find, the 20 by 20 square foot master bedroom with a separate entrance that I want? I'm not going to give it a second thought. I'm going to make my ad. I'll put it on Craigslist and other lists and listen, and put it out there in the universe and say, give me what is mine by divine right. I know I have it already. I'm packing. It's like my health. I know I'm in divine, perfect health. The doctor might think otherwise, but it's really not up to them, right? I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor. I'm just saying I don't believe everything mine says. I don't. With the notion of knowing that there's aliens and other beings out there, for lack of a better word, we call them aliens. It's it's just like dying. It's not what you think it is. Okay, they're not what you think it is. Not to say that everything is perfect, but everything is not what you think it is. Okay, it's just, the movie Cocoon. Go find Cocoon and watch it. It's beautiful, just like that. Just like that. They don't need a name. They don't need clothes. They don't need to eat. They don't need stuff. Okay? And a lot of them are just right here talking to you too. They're just right here. So you're not making up things, when you look out the corner of your eye and you're like, wait, maybe, I think I saw, yeah, you did. You did saw a little something, a little blurry something that walked right in front of your face. Okay? Just trust and believe. And whatever you believe in is where, the outcome is going to come from. Okay? So just know if you keep talking yourself into, oh, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve to have anybody. Okay. Um, Lately I've been having these sneezing fits, and I don't want to be sitting here sneezing 10 times in front of you guys. Um, and I know it's challenging at times. I know it's very challenging to always remember you have a choice. If you choose to see it as the cup half empty or half full, but it's really always full, because there's half water, there's half air. So it's always full and running over to the next cup and the next cup and the next cup. So just keep the faith. And when you can't keep the faith, I'm right here. I got you. They got you. Okay, I got you because I'm big and I can hold you. I can hold a lot of stuff. I'm big. Ain't no shade. I'm big for a reason. And I know what my reason for being is. Do you? That's not a put down. I'm just saying, do you know what your purpose for being is? Okay. So, having said all that, is that it? Anything else? Okay. Go be good to yourself. I love you. Thank you for being here. I got to go outside because right about now it's going to be just right. It was warm today. Tomorrow's supposed to be hot. I'm staying in the house, so it's okay. I love you. And please, please, please always try to just sit down and do something good for yourself. Spirit sees that. And they know when you're being good to yourself versus, am I being good to myself? No, let me get up and read another chapter and then, do my homework, take my homework test. No. Sit your butt down, watch Bugs Bunny, enjoy a good laugh, have some popcorn and some tea, and just relax. Okay? Okay. So I am. Hi, Apple. How you doing? I'm gonna get my behind off here. I'm just, tuning in to see if there is anything else. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I love you, and of course, I'll see you next Friday. Unless they tell me to take a break or something, then I won't be here next Friday. But I'll still answer your questions. Okay? I love you. Please don't forget. Oh, okay. Thanks, Nicole. I didn't know who you were talking to. Girl, get out of here. What am I supposed to do? Treat you like shit? That's not going to happen unless you piss me off. And then in that case, too, it's probably still not happen. Thank you. Why wouldn't I be good to you? You're beautiful. You're wonderful to me. And if you're wonderful to me, I'm sure you're wonderful to everybody else. So, see, you deserve it. You deserve it. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, thank you guys for being here. I got to get off of here real quick. And, oh, A. You do have an A. Okay. Well, even though I doubt your real name starts with the A, Apple, but you have an A. So, okay, I forgot what you guys told me to tell the A name. Hmm. Could you guys manifest me a back massager thing? Okay, what was I supposed to tell A? Oh, they said that they're really proud of you. You've done a lot of hard work this week, and they saw that, they recognize that, and you're going to be greatly rewarded for that. So, Apple, whatever you did, keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Okay, that was interesting. So, get out of here, guys. Know that I love you, and I'll see you on Facebook. Okay? Okay, get out of here. Go have some fun. I've got ear cups to finish making, a couple of pendants, and if you're here, then I'll see you on Facebook over there and you can see the pictures. Okay. Yeah, you did. So just keep doing it. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll see you on Facebook. Bye.